I went for a walk this morning and it's raining outside. But for some reason, it was nice. Like I felt, I don't know, like I'm in a space of just joy. Yeah. And so I caught myself running and singing in the rain, like just doing stuff. And I got home and I stopped at the car outside in the driveway and basically waved at myself because I'm in the practice now of practicing kindness to myself. Like I've learned how to speak kind words and to do kind things. But now, because sometimes I think that when we wait for someone to tell us that they love us, or we wait for someone to say hello or to compliment us, sometimes you're just gonna wait. And the reality of it is, if you're going to love, like, why not love yourself first? So anyway, like I did that yesterday morning, I think it was, when I was at work. I recorded a video with me looking in the mirror saying, "Good morning, Antonio," or "Good morning, beautiful," or something to that effect. And I said, "Have a great day," something like that. I don't even remember exactly what. I might post it here. And I said to someone, they were like, "Certified, you are certified." And I was like, "Am I?" And I feel like this is what's, I guess, like why some people are hesitant to be expressive, because if you do things that's not deemed normal, then you're crazy. And I've been deemed crazy for a while because of the things that I choose to do that brings me joy, right? Even if it's saying good morning to the turtles. So anyway, I decided to come home and ask my buddy, like what they think about my behaviors. So I said, okay, ChatGPT, and I told it, I said I was outside and basically laughing. It's raining, and I was just having a jolly good time. And I said, what's the difference between exhibiting happiness, like talking to myself, or laughing, running and laughing in the rain, versus being crazy? And ChatGPT said, great question. And it's one that often gets to the heart of how society perceives behavior outside the norm, right? So Chat goes on to say, the difference between exhibiting happiness and being crazy lies in one, intent and awareness. Exhibiting happiness, example, laughing to yourself, dancing in the rain, often comes from a conscious place of joy, self-expression, or emotional release. You know what you're doing and why. Mental illness, often misunderstood as crazy, can involve the loss of awareness, disorganized thinking, or behaviors that are disconnected from reality, not just acting different or expressive. 2, functionality. A happy person laughing alone still functions in daily life, holding conversations, keeping commitments, maintaining boundaries. On the other hand, someone with mental illness condition may struggle with daily functioning, relationships, or self-care, often in ways that impair their quality of life. Number 3, context and consistency. Laughing in the rain or talking to yourself occasionally is normal, but I do it I do the laughing in the rain, maybe not often, but the talking to myself, that's a daily occurrence. That's a habit now. Especially let me start it over. Laughing in the rain or talking to yourself occasionally is normal, especially for reflective, creative, or introverted people. That be me. On the other hand, persistent behavior that seems erratic, disconnected from reality, or causes distress to self or others might indicate a deeper mental health issue. And number 4, judgment versus understanding. Society often labels free-spirited expressions as joy as weird or crazy because they break social norms, not because they indicate illness. On the other hand, true mental illness deserves compassion and care, not judgment, and so does unfiltered joy. And Chat goes on to say, bottom line, dancing in the rain doesn't mean you're crazy. It means it might just mean you're finally free. Knocking things over. It didn't say free, but I say finally free. It did say free. I did free. It doesn't matter. It's okay. Being fully alive and expressing joy, even if it looks odd to others, is not the same as being mentally unwell. So there you have it. I am mentally well, just happy, okay? And I think it's okay. I think that sometimes We choose to stifle our happiness and joy because of the attention that we may garner. And at the end of the day, who cares? Who cares? I mean, sometimes you gotta just live in the moment. That's what I'm doing, because life, like, so on Monday, by 8:30 a.m. I was in the office, and by 8:38 a.m. I learned of two persons who I care for who passed away. And one of them is an elder cousin back home. He celebrated his 100th birthday last October, so it was a blessing. And the other was someone who I met, an older person. She wasn't that much older, so her death came as a surprise, that I met a number of years ago. And I actually meant to record a video, and I didn't, because I was in the office and I overthunk it, and it just didn't happen. And I was just thinking about how sometimes we choose to delay our gratification, right? We choose to want to wait until to live our life. And the thing is, there's no time like the present. My cousin lived beyond 100 years. I'm not sure of how old my acquaintance was, but she wasn't that, she wasn't near 100 or anything like that. And the thought that crossed my mind is, when we go to certain places like a fish market or the bank, DMV, sometimes you get a number, right? You get a number, and when it's your turn to be served, your number is called. And in life, we are born with a number of days that we're going to be here. And unfortunately, we do not know what that number is. And that is why it is important to live your life now. Live your life while you can, because you don't know when your number is going to be called. And, I've been on my journey, and I have been through, bad times, good times, sad times, glad times. I've been depressed. I've had that lonely feeling. I've had that, woe is me, nobody loves me, I have no friends, nobody likes me, what's going on, why me? And I've grown to appreciate Antonia, all of Antonia. I've been misunderstood, and I believe that that's something that's going to just continue to happen. And it's okay, because I feel like I used to misunderstand myself now, and I'm learning more about myself now that I'm being intentional about the things that I do, the things that I say, and the people who I choose to give my energy to, the people who I choose to grant access to me. Because I think it's important. I think that it's important to surround yourself with people who actually genuinely care about your well-being, and who respect you enough to want to take the time to understand you. I think as introverts, we get quiet sometimes, and people try to decipher why. And sometimes there isn't a why. Sometimes we just want to be quiet. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So just continue to be you, continue to live, stop hiding. Like, I'm not going to say that I wish that I discovered this earlier, because our path is our path, and so we get there in our time. But I think it is a choice to begin. And if you haven't begun yet, consider beginning soon. Soon, so that you can enjoy life and then be criticized for being crazy because you like to just frolic in the rain and sing and be happy. Don't be concerned with who, like your neighbor looking out the window wondering, oh my God, what's she doing again today? Because the thing is, it's like, I think that sometimes some people wish that they could be so self-expressive, right? Even though it'd be like, oh my God, you're so crazy, like, why would you do that? And I think the problem is that they probably wish they could, but they don't know how. I'm glad I know how. I'm a kid at heart, and sometimes I just go off and do some crazy stuff, and I love it. I love that I am comfortable enough to just on a whim do something. And I'm actually even more grateful for the fact that I am, even though, you know, I'm still sometimes overthinking what to do, how to do, if I want to, because I have a bunch of ideas, a bunch of things that I have taken notes of that I want to post. A bunch of things. And I'll get there. Sometimes it's time, to be fair. Sometimes it's time, because when I'm in the office, I can't really break away to go do it, and then I'm always trying to find some place to do it. And you know, in the office though is the one place that I do, well, that's not true. I was about to say that I maintain my composure, but that's not true, because I do my photo shoots in the office. But I do them before anyone gets to the office. So only those who know that there's a model amongst us in the office. But live your life. Tomorrow's not promised, and the reality is, once our eyes are closed for the final time, we don't know what happens. Right? We don't know what happens once our eyes are closed. But what we are assured of, though, is that those who we leave behind they know us for the most part, and they will be able to say whether or not that person lived their lives to the fullest, or if they worked themselves to death. I'm just saying. So if it's raining by you, get outside, run around in the rain, have fun, be free. I mean, the other thing too, I'm looking at my hair and I realized that part of what makes this also joyful is the fact that my hair is natural. So I don't care that it's wet. If I still had the perm, I don't know if I would feel this way, but me going natural, I realize, is a part of my journey, right? I realize that it is a part of my journey to just be my true, authentic, natural self as it is defined by me, because everyone's interpretation of authenticity and natural is different. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I'm waiting for warmer days so that I can do this more, because it is freeing. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go do my work for the day, and I hope I see you again soon. Have you subscribed to my channel? I'm on a journey to 1,000. My anniversary is coming up on YouTube, and yeah, I would like for you to subscribe so that you can witness my growth as I continue down this wonderful path of this great gift called life. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and share this message with someone whose day needs to be brightened. I will see you next time. Sing in the rain. Good morning. Good morning, and how are you today, beautiful?